All right, so Scorpios, welcome back. So Scorpios, before I remove this backdrop of our starry night and switch it to something else, I wanted you guys to get one final constellation inspired storytelling as well. So the constellation card that popped out for you guys is a constellation of Hera. And so this is actually, if you look at it, it's really drawn like this. It's supposed to be an altar in the night sky, and so this is where we'd stand, and this is where there's the flames burning. But oftentimes things are seen inverted in the night sky. But in any case, what I was going to mention about this is, in Greek mythology, this was the altar, the celestial altar that was formed back when the Olympian gods fought and defeated the Titans. And so it is said that the swirling of the Milky Way, that fuzziness that we see, is like the incense that is burning. It's also said that this is an altar for Earth's wisest creatures, including Chiron, who taught mankind how to make order out of things by placing an order into the way we see the constellations. So it's kind of very poetic. It's very beautiful. And there's a couple concepts to hang on to, Scorpio, as we start this storytelling. And one of them could be that someone is sending up, prayers, or sending up honoring, when we send out prayers or thanks, for anything that has happened in life, it is an act of remembrance sometimes when we light incense, or it's an act of sending out our prayers and letting that smoke carry up higher into the heavens. So there could be some kind of reverence involved in this. But then we could also talk about it in that the concept of how Chiron helped us to make order out of things. So let's keep both of those ideas out there right now, because I'm not sure if both of those will fit into this story or set the tone for anything, but I do like the poetic nature of this also. It's kind of sweet. So we have a 5 of Cups. This could be someone who actually needs to ask for some assistance right now, if they're feeling really sorrowful, if they're feeling like something hasn't worked out, if they're feeling like their prayers haven't been answered, if they're feeling forgotten. We've got a 5 of Pentacles, and we've got a Sun. The thing is, it's going to get better. It's just, this is a time of, I think our character is feeling very woeful right now. They're feeling very left out. They're feeling overlooked. They're feeling like the universe hasn't seen them. They're feeling like someone has either abandoned them or has not been beside them. And yet this says this is just like that darkest hour right before the dawn. Like, things are about to get so much better, so much brighter. So it's not going to take very long before it changes and things are refreshed and replenished, and it's going to feel a lot better. But this is a moment, 7 of Cups, and our character is like, how, when is it going to get better? Because I don't see this happening. And you notice that our wizard is like, but wait now. Remember, in every situation, there are opportunities. Even when it appears that doors have closed or something hasn't worked out, in every situation, if we pause and we ask ourselves the right question about, okay, what did I learn about this? Why did this happen? We may find a very important and very fantastic nugget of wisdom. Or sometimes when things seem to fall apart, it's actually when they fall together. This could be a situation where, for as sorrowful or lonely or overlooked as our person seems to be, it's not at all. This is encouraging our character. And if this is our Scorpio might be having a really rocky, rough day. And the sweet silver lining that is really going to help our Scorpio get out of that funk, out of that sorrow, is that when we are having a really bad day, to have a moment of nostalgia where we think back to, who is it that I've had really good days with? And maybe even recognize that, maybe I should reach out to that person. Or maybe it's all by sheer, just luck. Maybe, someone's having a rotten day and they're like, you know what? I used to be treated a lot better than this. I remember, when I worked at this other job, I had a really great coworker that I ended up being really good friends with. Man, I haven't talked to them in forever. I had a crummy day at work. I feel, not noticed. I feel like nobody is like really supporting me, and it's making me think fondly of someone who did really, they were like a kindred spirit. You know what? I'm going to pick up the phone and call them, because this is soulmates coming back into one another's lives. Sometimes it takes a crummy day to make us pick up the phone and call that old friend that we knew, or call our nana, or, it's like, it might be that is exactly the sweet thing that is a result of a really bumpy day. We kind of order our thoughts a little differently, and we take a positive action out of a negative experience. We create something so much better. But it may be that somebody needs to reach out for a little bit of help. Now, it could be that Scorpio is going to be the one who gets the call from somebody who needs, oh, wow. This is the Lovers. This could be that either somebody is having a really awful day and they reach out to Scorpio on that awful day. Heck, maybe they just got left by their partner. Maybe Scorpio and this person were friends a long time ago, colleagues a long time ago. They have a terrible ending with a partner or something, and they, in their grief, in their frustration, they don't even know what to do, and they randomly think like Scorpio crosses their mind, and they pick up the phone and they call Scorpio. And what could be crazy about this is it's been Scorpio they were always supposed to be with at some point anyway. This person could be a Gemini, could be a Leo energy. This is leaving space for a little bit of mystery. I know it starts out ugly. I know it starts out bumpy, but that there's, I think it's a song by Garth Brooks, Unanswered Prayers. And that's kind of the vibe of this one. It's like when something doesn't work out right. I mean, it's like even an epic fail, and it's painful. But out of that pain, it sparks an action that we wouldn't have realized would have such beautiful and far-reaching consequences. This turns into choosing a different romantic partner, but I don't even think that was our plan. I don't think that was our character's plan. I don't know that they were like, oh, okay, this person and I aren't together anymore. Okay, let me go through my little black book and call somebody that I used to, like date. I don't think it's like that. This feels much more organic. This is not like rebound energy. This is very much like an unpleasant thing kind of starts to unravel, but it was exactly what was supposed to happen. So then we can see the entire rest of the way someone's life is going to flow so much smoother, so much easier. We got a Six of Wands. We got a Magician in the upright. This is beautiful. This is a time for great success, is right on the heels of a time of great sorrow and loss. And what happens in between is kind of unexpected. It's very much a cause and effect, though. So if we could start an avalanche, but an avalanche of good stuff, that's what's going on here. I feel like our character is going to end up in the arms of the person they're really meant to be with. It is, maybe first our character needs to light some incense and say, universe, help guide me. And they are guided because somebody pops into their mind. Again, this could be somebody who has Scorpio just pop into their mind in their moment of grief, and they go ahead and they take action and they call Scorpio, and that starts the ball rolling. And then at some point, this person's going to come back to that altar and they're going to light some more incense and they're going to say, thank you for guiding me. I had no idea that your guidance was going to take me into the arms of a person that loves me and supports me, that I knew they were a kindred spirit, but I didn't realize that we would end up in a lover's connection. I didn't realize that that's who I was actually going to build a life with. I didn't realize how good I would feel, how strong a connection this would be, how much better I would feel about myself and about them, and how I'd be on track with manifesting all kinds of other happiness. I didn't know that I first had to go through this huge moment of grief in order to have all of this beautiful turn in my life. So I'm sorry that it starts out with a huge amount of grief and upset, but this is one of those times when it's like, oh, but it's worth it to get to the other side, you know? Something, the grief and the loss are for things that were actually standing in the way of happier moments that were just up ahead. So I know it's a bit of a bittersweet one, but boy, it turns out amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy the channel, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.